What's going on, y'all? Y'all here with Books, and we gonna build. I'm gonna jump into it. Ain't no big ass intros, cause I hate them shit. Yo, lately, actually ain't lately. I've realized it for a long time, and that's what caused my separation at a certain age where I separated myself. A lot of men are lost. And I think that one of the is many pillars to be reasons and why we are where we are. Whether good or bad, it's all our fault. That's the first step, understanding that. Whether you're in a good position that you feel happy about, or you're in a bad position that you do not feel proud about, it's all your fault. If you're a grown man, it's your fault. If you're a kid, you're subject to circumstances, and your time is running out too. Which I wish a lot of us as young men would have been told that just straight instead of being coddled, right? Because I have this theory, you go from, oh, my baby in the house to whatever, to that nigga on the couch. And you never want to be that man. You never want to be that man. I've seen it happen to me. You never want to be that. But I'm going to first touch on one of the main reasons I think men are lost these days. And from what I see, and just some social media, because like soon as you come on it, and like no matter what, I know my algorithm. Like I'm trying to be so intentional with it, but somehow I think it's just so oversaturated that they Instagram and YouTube still throw it in there. They still throw it in there to see if you'll buy it. And if you watch 30 seconds of it, I feel like it's now in your algorithm, and now you're getting a whole bunch of videos. Like, you know what I'm saying? But one of the main things is women. I think men, we were not built to focus on women. We weren't created to try to understand them. Like, that's not should not be your life purpose, trying to understand a woman or trying to make a woman happy. That's not your life purpose. Like, I seen a video the other day, and I know it was meant to be a joke, but in every joke there's some truth. A woman, she had like, I forgot who makes the song. I think it's Whitney Houston. I think it's Toni Braxton made the song, Wasn't Man Enough For Me, or whatever. And she wants to do like a little TikTok video, so she puts in the video, I told my husband I'll let him play the game in peace if he's my backup dancer. And you see this grown-ass man in the back of her gyrating and being a backup dancer while she's singing on the thing. Like, oh, bro, where your balls at? You know what I'm saying? Like, when do we get to some shit like that? Like, I told him I'll let him have his peace. Like, what kind of shit are you on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, pussy is never supposed to tell dick what to do. Who gets fucked? You understand? Like, I hope my language don't offend, but I really don't give a fuck. You don't gotta listen to me, you know what I mean? I'm not here to coddle. I'm here to say what it is and how I say it. How it's gonna come is how it's gonna come. You know what I mean? In this community, we just tell it how it is. You know what I mean? I could speak with the whole, but I'm not. What's the purpose right now? You know what I'm saying? But that was just so embarrassing. Like, bro, like sitting there gyrating, doing like, what you mean? Let him have his peace? That man probably peace in the house that he probably paid for. I could tell, like, you could even tell the dynamic of how. Sometimes you could see the dynamic. You could tell, like, what you mean? What's the alternative of not having peace? Having to sit with you and do something that he doesn't want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just realizing I'm seeing a trend, like, men are lost these days because you're so focused. Like, all day is gender wars online and roles, and you see the comments, and you just see men crying in the comments, and it's like, and just complaining, and it's like, it's not even supposed to be on a vocal point. Like we're supposed to be inventing shit, creating. We're creators. We're supposed to be creating. We're supposed to be in a creative state. How can you be that if you're in a submissive state? I was telling my boy the other day, like, yo, I don't think God put you here to make sure, like, to make your sole purpose, make sure another person is happy and like make sure they wake up in the morning on a good foot. Like, that's some shit that you gotta take care of on yourself. And the main thing why I think a lot of men are lost, because you're dealing with women that are lost. Like, women, a lot of women don't even have like a real purpose. And that's why I say a lot, because you do have women that have goals, and you do have some good women that have goals and that they set. And if you ask them, like, how do they, because I look at life like, all right, when it's all said and done, what do you want the last chapter to read like? You know what I mean? What do you want people to say at your obituary? You know what I mean? How do you want people to be left how you made them feel? So on that note, it's like, you guys are following women that are here today, going tomorrow. They chilling with Becky on Monday, and they doing what she doing, and they with Flo on Friday, and now they on a whole nother wave. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have nothing to stand on, and that's who you being directed by. Or you're letting their emotions dictate how you move for the day. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, I gotta do this to make her happy and brighten up her day. Like, bro, that's not your purpose. It should not be your focus. And if you really think about it, 9 times out of 10, you're doing it for that gushy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she took sex off the table, you wouldn't be doing none of this. Don't beat around the bush. Be real with yourself. You care about the pussy. You know what I'm saying? You don't. Most of you niggas do not care about women. To be frank, I love women. Most niggas, and I've observed this just from talking to a lot of females, and they tell me in their past the things they've never done or never gotten, and the ways they've never felt. A lot of you niggas don't even really like women like that. You're not interested in them, right? So in that sense, you only really care about the pussy. So if you only care about the pussy, why are you putting yourself through loopholes and setback in your life for all of that? For all these different women that you genuinely do not care about. Now, if you found somebody that's a good woman and you see something worth investing in and you can see a long term, then say no more, Papa. Say no more, Papa. But that's not even the case for most of you niggas, you know? And then the caveat, like, you're sitting here stagnated because this is what you're putting your bandwidth towards. You know, you don't even have enough bandwidth to do other things because it's focused on women. Gotta stop focusing on women. Then the second thing is social media. Whether it's keeping you in a nostalgic state, it's keeping you in a comparison state, or it's comparing yourself, there's really nothing good about it. And to be frank with you, social media, the purpose that it had when it began and what we remember it as, doesn't have that same. We're not really social. Your stuff don't even, your posts don't even go to the people that follow you really anymore. It goes to random. Like, somebody can have, I seen somebody say, like Gary Vee, he has millions of followers, I don't know. But he said somebody could start a page tomorrow and their video could touch more people, depending on what's the niche of it, than he can. And on a platform that he's built up. So the game has changed. So which means is we don't need to move the same. You don't need to move the same. You understand? Like I was telling my boy the other day, like, focus on yourself, bro. You know what I mean? Make yourself feel good. You know what I mean? Make sure you're getting your hair cut. Make sure you're getting your hair done. Getting your nails done. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you put on good clothes. You smell good, right? And right cologne. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little, like my boy said. He said, yo, I need a new kit. Like, you know what I mean? New jewelry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself right so you can feel right. Because what you're going to do is you're going to attract the right. If that's what you care about, you know what I mean? You're going to attract success. If you look like success, you feel successful, you're going to attract more success. That's all that's going to happen. You're going to attract more success. Simple and plain. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. But if you're sitting here focused on another woman, they're just going to drain you. You focused on the wrong thing, it's just going to drain you. And then you'll never be able to get the things that you truly want. Or you'll never be able to reach the potential of what you could be. you'll never reach that potential. You know, you really got to sit down and be disciplined and understand discipline. Men need discipline. I don't care what you tell me. Men need discipline. You know what I'm saying? I don't care unless you work through nights, like a man shouldn't be waking up past 6 o'clock to me personally. You know what I mean? That should be like the threshold. Like that's it. Before that, you already wasted hours in the day. You also shouldn't just be up late just to be up late, running the streets and stuff like that when you're grown. You should have a purpose. It should be things to do. You should be having things to do by the hour, your breaks, everything. And that's just how it should be. That's the only way you're going to reach your full potential. And the thing about it is you'll never know what your full potential is if you don't even try to. It's like working out. Unless you go hard, you'll never know what you could look like. Unless you go hard, you meal prepping or you doing your food right, you'll never know. You'll never know that person that you see, that bodybuilder or whoever, or that physique that you admire, you'll never know if you really could reach that. And 9 times out of 10, you could reach that. You know what I mean? But if you want to use genetics as an excuse, if you want to use, something that happened to you 10 years ago as an excuse and you still living in the past. Like I know niggas still living in 2016. You know what I mean? Something fucked up then and they still living in that. And it's like, all right, bro. So what we gonna do now? Let's create something now. Like, let's create something now. Let's create something now. You know what I mean? And they don't even try to hear that. They still you want a pity party. And those are the individuals that you have to get away from. And you also have to look in the mirror and identify if you are one of those individuals. And then separate yourself and come back stronger. You understand? I'm going to leave it at that, though, for today. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Peace.